Firefighters, instead of running, burn twice the calories in half the time with this simple but highly effective workout structure. Don't get me wrong, I love to run, but sometimes on shift, we don't have that luxury. So grab a kettlebell, set your timer, and don't forget to stay to the end of the video because we're gonna provide a simple plug and play workout structure that you can steal and save for the next time you're on shift. We're all busy, we don't know when that next run is gonna come in, so the goal is to get everything done in under 30 minutes, but that means that we don't have to skip the warm up. So the first thing we're gonna do is you wanna activate and mobilize the areas that we're gonna be utilizing in this workout. And we're gonna start with a lateral walk. So we're gonna go up on our tiptoes, and as if we're creeping or sneaking, we're gonna go side to side, taking small steps. We're gonna do this for 30 seconds. So 15 seconds down and 15 seconds back. I know this looks super basic, but after we run through these two movements 3 times, you're gonna be feeling this in those hips. After the banded lateral walk, we're gonna go into a monster walk. So we're gonna turn 90 degrees. We're gonna imagine that there's some train tracks in front of us, keeping our feet in those train tracks. So we're not up on our tiptoes this time. We're flat-footed, taking small steps, tension on the band, keeping our feet in those imaginary train tracks. Again, we're gonna go 15 seconds down, and we're gonna go 15 seconds back, and I can already feel those glutes, those external rotators warming up, getting ready for the session. We're gonna take a quick 15 to 30 second rest, and we're gonna run through that 2 more times. Every single time I do these, I'm absolutely humbled. So 1 more time. So that gives us 3 sets. And again, those hips are gonna be ready to move. So because this EMOM workout that we're gonna be getting into is gonna be utilizing our full body, the next thing, now that the lower body's warmed up, we're gonna wanna activate the upper body. So we're gonna do 3 sets of 10 hand release push-ups, get that chest, those shoulders warmed up, as well as that hand release in the bottom is also gonna warm up the musculature in our upper back. Working quickly, again, we don't know when that next run is coming in, so we wanna get the warm-up done quick so we can get into this session. Today we're gonna be doing an EMOM style workout, every minute on the minute, and I'm gonna explain exactly what that looks like in a second here. 2 more sets of those hand release push-ups. So step 1 is we activated that musculature, now we're gonna mobilize. So for our lower body or hips, we're gonna do some quick 90-90s, working internal and external rotation of the hips. We're gonna do 5 per side for 2 sets. And then we're gonna go and do a little thread the needle. So we're gonna go into an all-fours position. This is gonna really allow us to open up through that thoracic spine. So activate and then mobilize, the 2 priorities in our warm-up, and then we're gonna get into our working set. It's only been about 3 minutes here and our warm-up's almost complete. So we can use our hands to support here. We're pivoting on our heels. As we progress with this movement, you can go unassisted. Again, pivoting in those heels, working that internal, external rotation of the hips, getting everything nice and ready to move. So we're gonna go 5 per side, 10 total, nice, slow, controlled opening up those hips. Quick rest in between. Do that 1 more time, then we'll get into opening up that thoracic spine with a thread the needle movement. All right, you guys, final thing, now that the hips are activated and warmed up, now that the chest and shoulders have been activated, we wanna do a little bit of upper body mobility just to finish things off. So this is a thread the needle activity. We're gonna be kind of in this all-fours position. We're gonna reach through, thread the needle, and we're gonna open up, try to get close to that 12 o'clock position at the top, just getting that thoracic spine ready to move, mobilize, and good to work. 5 per side here, 2 sets. And if you can only get here, that's totally okay. But again, that just means we need to work this range of motion a little bit more, because what we have to realize is anywhere we're restricted, that's gonna kind of cause some issues, especially when we're going up overhead. We're gonna have some compensation patterns. So we wanna make sure, again, everything works. We have those native ranges of motion just so our body can operate and perform when we need to count on it most. All right, that is pretty much it, you guys. Warm up complete. And now we're gonna get into the main set. So like I said, we're doing an EMOM style workout. So what does EMOM mean? It stands for every minute on the minute. So we're basically gonna have a certain amount of exercises or movements that we're gonna perform in that minute. And then depending on how fast we get that complete, we have the duration of that minute to rest and recover before we repeat. For example, if these movements take me 30 seconds to complete, I'm gonna have 30 seconds to rest before that other minute starts. Again, super basic, super easy to follow. What we have to realize is workouts don't have to be complicated or complex to be effective, especially when we're at work. I don't wanna have to think about it. Get in, get out, get the session done, and keep moving. So that is kind of the name of the game and theme for today. Like I said, at the end, we're gonna kind of give you a plug and play method and a couple different EMOM style workouts that you can utilize. But for today, it's gonna go as follows. 5 deadlifts, 5 goblet squats, 5 cleans, and 5 swings. That's it, simple, basic. Let's get to work. One thing I love most about the kettlebell, you guys, it works 3 things simultaneously: functional strength, cardiovascular capacity, and mobility all at once. We just got started. I'm only on set number 3. We're already clicking at around 120 heart rate, which is exactly where I would be around doing a zone 2 run, and we're only 3 minutes in. So set number 4, here we go. Honestly, whether it be at work or on station, the kettlebell is the first thing that I opt to grab, just because it's so effective. I found when I used to train in that bodybuilding fashion, you do a set, sit on your phone for 45 seconds, do a set, you'd be there for an hour, hour and a half, 2 hours. You can get just as much done in 30 minutes as you can in an hour and a half with a traditional bodybuilding style workout. So clipping along, round 5, here we go. One thing about these EMOM style workouts too, it's not necessarily the work that's the most difficult part, it's the accumulation effect. Set number to 0 to 5 feels pretty easy. That rest time starts to feel shorter and shorter and shorter as we continue on. One of the cues for these deadlifts, it's not a squat, it's not a straight up hinge, it's kind of hybrid between the both. On these cleans, quick elbows, snapping that up. Again, great way to work that posterior chain. And that swing, all the power is coming from those hips. Squeeze those hips as we drive through. Should feel a really good contraction of those glutes. So for these guys, the exercise selection is very intentional. The deadlift is gonna work our back and hips. The goblet squat is gonna work our core, postural muscles, as well as our lower body. The kettlebell clean is great for building explosive upper body power. And last but not least, the kettlebell swing is essential for building good, strong hips. And this is gonna be really important for things like advancing hose lines, climbing stairs, a lot of the job-specific roles and responsibilities that we have as firefighters and first responders. And as you guys can see, we're about 10 minutes in, and I'm leaking, I'm sweating, we're having a good time, halfway there already. Smooth, guys. It's all about efficiency and working that kinetic chain. With these swings, all that power is coming from the hips. Shoot out, receive, repeat, boom. Feel a really good, high quality contraction in those loops. Already burned 120 calories in 11 minutes. Here we go. One of the reasons that I love this style of training so much is it really illustrates the point that you can do a lot with a little. When I was in my early 20s, it was all about ego lifting and chasing numbers. But what I've realized in time is if you use the right weight effectively, you can get that stimulus, that adaptation using a lot less load. And what that means, lower risk of injury. If we're not injured, we can be more consistent. And what we have to realize is consistency is literally the only thing that matters when it comes to moving the needle forward in your health and fitness. What you guys will see with these movements, it's all about efficiency, using that entire kinetic chain. And whether it's throwing ladders, forcing doors, it's not isolating the muscles like a bicep curl. It's our whole body working in unison to accomplish the job as efficiently as possible. We want to work smart, not hard, and this is exactly how you work smart. One of the questions I ask more now when I'm training is, does this correlate to my life and my job? And usually if the answer isn't a full body yes, there's probably a good chance that I'm not including it in my training routine. Our motto here at Everyday Heroes is fit for duty, fit for life. I want to make sure I can do my job, but I also want to make sure that I feel great and show up for the people in my life that matter most. And that's what my training needs to reflect as I've gotten older and a little bit wiser. So we're almost there, you guys. About to finish this workout. It goes by in a blink of an eye, but we've done a lot again with a little. Let's finish strong. One thing I see all the time when it comes to kettlebells is there's no way using a 53-pound kettlebell is effective as me squatting 315. And yes, although we might not be recruiting as many muscle fibers, when I'm on duty, I need to stay response ready. Doing something like this, yes, I'm getting a workout, yes, I'm feeling good, yes, it's giving me the energy to continue to charge through the day. But if a run comes in right now, my body's warmed up, it's prepared, I'm not completely destroyed, because at the end of the day, I need to realize that my priority is the community. This is a nice thing to be able to do on shift, but I need to make sure that I can do my job out there, which is reason number 5,000 of why I love the kettlebell. So we're almost there, you guys. About to finish, 250 calories already. Let's finish with our last 3 sets here and call this thing a wrap. So that's it, you guys. Full workout complete in under 30 minutes, warm up included. In that time, 27 minutes, we burned 417 calories. I feel great. I feel ready to take on the day. Again, this kind of workout is gonna keep you response ready. So if you want an easy plug and play formula that you can interject while you're on shift next time, I'm gonna put some great options on screen that you can screenshot and save for later. that's a wrap, you guys. If you enjoyed this video, YouTube tells me that you're really gonna love this one as well. And until next time, stay safe.